Hello and welcome. My name is Rubyace and today I wanted to take a look at TERA Online since it recently went free to play. And in this video I will mostly focus on the changes and what has been introduced into the game since my latest video, which was almost at least half a year ago, which was more or less a review about the game and its current state. So before I go into the free-to-play changes, I'd like to point out that the PvP has been actually introduced in the game, which was one of the factors that I wasn't that happy about. Well, at least I wasn't happy about it missing from the game before. Of course there were PvP servers which enabled the world PvP, but there wasn't any battleground system which was for me is that alone, and that wasn't in the game. I think I'll have to silence the game a little bit more since it seems to be quite high, even though I have taken the sounds a lot lower. Well, that should do the trick. So as I was saying, the battleground system is finally introduced. However, there is one problem. It's only available for level 60. I don't really know why, because every MMO have been able to balance it for lower levels also, so why not TERA Online? It's something that I would really want to have, but well, I can't help it. And as you might notice if you have seen my previous video, that I haven't actually leveled up at all after that video. I got a bit annoyed by the fact that every monster was so horribly balanced that you died pretty much all the time, because there was actually no balance in some areas. It differed a lot. Some areas you could just face roll and some you couldn't. And well, what I have seen now since I've come back to the game is that they have balanced it out. So you are not dying to every monsters which you meet. For example, in this area where I am, I used to kill one monster and that took quite a lot of effort, then I just simply died to the next one and continued that way all the time, and it was pretty annoying, as you might guess. So it seems that it's not a problem really anymore, that the areas are balanced out, and that's a great thing. That was one of the big, well, to be honest, that was the only reason I didn't continue playing the game, because I was so annoyed by dying all the time. So those are the features that I was really hoping to have in the game since the start, and now they are finally introduced. So I think that we can get on the actual free-to-play changes and what does it do. For those who have the so-called veteran account like I do, which means that you have bought the game but you do not have the subscription running. You basically have the same game that you had when you bought it and had the subscription running. You have, let's check it right here, 8 character slots available per server for bank tap servers and so on, and up to 30 items activated on brokerage. So that's pretty much what you had before the game went free to play. And now you might wonder what's the case with the free to play players. Well, they actually get 2 characters per server and 1 bank slot, and there was some restrictions to broker, but I don't actually quite remember what. Maybe it was 10 items or so. Well, there was restriction, let's keep it that way. So you can only have 2 characters. That's not really a big deal in my opinion, because you can always try to chase the servers. Of course there aren't that many servers in the game. I think there is 2 or 3 English speaking servers in the Europe at least. but I don't know if that's really a big factor. If you really want to create all the classes, you can of course try to buy the game. You can still buy it and get the veteran account status, so that's not a problem. So the free-to-play players get the whole game practically with some restrictions. The character amount, not level, sorry about that. And then there is also the third kind of customers, those who still play the subscription. They get extra boosts and some sort of good packs that they get from being part of the so-called TERA club. I check if it's okay. So the differences are faster instance cooldown, more bonus rewards, exclusive consumables, valuable boost, and the amount, and so on. So the instance cooldown is that it's half of what the veteran and free-to-play players have. So you can do more instances, you get better rewards at the end of the instance, and so on. And the price is still the same, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, check it out also after I get rid of these monsters. So from what I've seen, this free-to-play model seems quite fair. At least it's very fair for the veteran players. Every veteran player don't get restricted at all. Really, the whole game that they had before available for them, which is pretty great in my opinion. And free-to-play users can get the whole of the game, can see what it is about, and well, even with 2 characters per server you can still play quite a lot, and you still have 2 characters to focus on that server, so it's not a bad thing at all. Let's see if it lets me to check the actual price of the TERA Club. Is it still the same subscription fee? It might take me to the browser, so that might be a factor. It's actually, yeah, I took it there. Okay, so the price is 12.95 euros per month, so it's the same subscription fee that it used to be, so that hasn't changed, and I'm not surprised by that. So let's look at the shop a little bit more. Actually, with the release of the free-to-play model, there was an introduction of the new dungeon, and there has been more level 60 content coming out, of course. That's how the game should be run. So the new things, that these are the strongbox keys, that you can find boxes around the areas, most likely in cities, that you can open with these keys, and they have potions and all kind of consumables inside them. You can also buy these, quick travel system teleports, basically to get around, name change, appearance change, gender change, bank slots, additional character slots, and so on. And you can even summon vendors for yourself. And of course there is the gold boost, XP boost, and so on. You can also buy these potions. For example, these battle panacea potions are quite nice that you can buy them. Of course you can find them in the game also, but well, they don't, at least they didn't have quite a high drop rate apart from the BHM, so they could be annoying to farm, but no, if you don't feel like farming, you can go and buy them with the TERA tailors. And of course you can buy some different appearance stuff, for example the DS, so that you can change the armor color. I actually haven't checked if the original armor dies are still available in the game. There were at least, but I would find it weird if they had taken it out. And some other costumes, well, glasses, bandit mask, tiara, there are not that huge amount of different appearances available for purchase, at least for now. And there is 2 different kind of mounts you can buy, which don't seem that innovative. Once again, few horses. I think the game has too many horses anyway. I don't even know if it has anything else than horses really. I just try to go and check. I have horse, 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 horse. So I have 6 different kind of horses. And yeah, so I don't really know why they are so keen on horses. They could really try to do something else. Well, I think there was a lion mount also, but they could really try to get more stuff. And of course the one-ox over one-ox has the different kind of horse, which I've actually made a video about, and you can find it on my YouTube channel. Unfortunately we don't anymore have an area to control because, well, actually everyone from my guild has stopped playing unless they left the guild, so that's unfortunate. There is really no guild left anymore. But that's something that I noticed already after the first month, that people were leaving, because back then there wasn't that much of content available, and because of that fact I didn't really find out if there is how much content there is actually at the moment. I know that there has been coming patches in the game and there should be stuff to do, but I can't really confirm that since, as you see, I'm 5 levels from maximum. Well, soon 4. One thing that I like to rant about a little bit is that at the start I joined the lower popular server Elementea, and somewhere around 3 months ago I think they decided to merge the English speaking servers because there weren't that many players, at least on the Elementea server where I was playing, and that was, well, understandable for that time, but if I take 3 months back, I'm quite sure they had an idea that they will go free to play. It just couldn't come that fast to them. So it's pretty stupid, because now I'm merged to a server that is always full. Even during the day, or well, not, you have to wait. You always have that waiting time, so that's a bit of an annoyance, and the queue can get quite high. So now I have all my characters on a server which has quite a high queue. Of course there is new server made which has almost no one playing. Well, it has low amount of players, and I would really want to get there, but well, I would have to pay for a transfer and I don't really feel like doing that, so I don't really like the way that was handled, but well, can't help it anymore. Oh well, I'm sure I couldn't have helped it anymore at all, at any point. Okay, so now I have only 4 levels go, but that's not relevant. So that was my little rant about that one. Well, you gotta live with it, you can't help it. Other than that, the game has only gone towards better. Of course it looks great, it plays the same as it used to, so I don't really see any reason not to go and try TERA Online out now, unless of course your computer can run it. That's pretty much the only reason I can understand for you not trying this out. So I think that I've given you some impressions about the game. If you want to check out, I have some videos about the early release date of the game, and you can see what it's like. I have some city introductions, basically just showing the city around, 3 different cities around and so on, and few other videos if you feel like go watch them. And if you have any questions regarding the TERA free-to-play model or whatever really related to TERA, and ask them out in the comment section. I'm happy to help you if I just can. And I think that's my look at TERA Online going free to play. Thank you for watching. My name is Rubyace and I hope to see you again. Goodbye.